Want to know how to make a trans puppy happy? Give him a bunch of intramuscular injection supplies. Yay!
I just want to say, if you contributed to putting a xenophobic, homophobic, misogynistic, racist, transphobic, convicted felon in office, I mean this in the most hateful, disrespectful way possible. I hope the next 4 years of your life are the worst 4 years that you've ever had, because you need a wake-up call.
Hello guys, today I have this video from Kristan Hawkins where she is confronted by a group of angry libs, and the way it unfolds will shock you. Let's jump in and watch.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you have a daughter?
Yes, I have a daughter.
Do you have a son?
Yes, I have a son.
Okay, so if your son was in college and got a girl pregnant, you would want that girl to give birth?
Absolutely, that's my grandchild. And if she didn't want to parent that child, I would say it's my responsibility. I would feel it's my responsibility to offer to adopt that child.
What if your son was in middle school and got a 13-year-old girl pregnant? You would want that girl to have to go through the trauma of giving birth as a 13-year-old girl?
I would say, first of all, no one wants a 13-year-old to be pregnant. I think categorically everyone.
So she should get an abortion.
Do you think that having an abortion simply wipes it all away? That gets rid of the sexual assault? That cures the pain she endured?
How does this argument apply to the 13-year-old situation then? Since that's not a consenting adult, if like the person who is pregnant.
You can't consent if you're not. If you're a minor, you can't consent to anything.
So should you, if you're a minor, should you be able to have an abortion without your parents' consent?
Yes.
What?
If it's going to harm you in the future, you have your whole life ahead.
You just said you're a minor, you can't consent to anything. And I said, if you're a minor, can you consent to have an abortion? And you just said yes. Do you understand how that's a illogical statement?
13-year-old is prepared to have a fucking child.
I agree.
So
no
if they
13-year-old is
get
prepared to
pregnant
be
by
a
rape, by
parent.
consent, whatever, they should be able to have an abortion as a 13-year-old.
No one is saying in the pro-life movement that a woman, a girl who is sexually assaulted, no one is saying that she should become a parent.
You know, all I hear from them is I want to do whatever I please, but I don't want to face the consequences that follow those decisions or those choices. This is sad. This is sad. I want to be free to act as I wish, but I refuse to take the responsibility that follows those actions when they come back to bite me. That's basically what these girls here are saying. No, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta take the repercussions of your actions, the consequences of your actions. If you want to get pregnant, what business are you doing having sex? That's crazy. But hey, let's watch further.
We know it's human because it has human parents. The law of biogenesis says like begets like. Like I can't make a koala bear no matter how many times I have sex with my husband. No matter what position I'm having sex in, I can only make a human being. And we know that human being is alive because it's growing. The cells are rapidly multiplying. And what's really fascinating is that human being is self-directed. It tells itself how to develop.
And like, yes, the cells are alive, but that doesn't mean it is alive. Like it doesn't have personhood. Does that make sense?
So okay, that is exactly what the argument. So now, when do you get personhood?
When you can viably exist outside of the womb without depending on the person whose body you're in.
But see, that's a slippery slope, because when I ask people when does personhood begin, no matter what college I'm at, I always get a different answer. And throughout our history, when we separate being a human being from being a person, the results are always catastrophe. It's never good, because there's a slippery slope and different people subscribe different definitions to personhood. So all premature babies should be left to die.
Not if they are wanted. This is about choice.
All right, so now, so if I could just like animate this conversation, it just keeps going through. So not if they're wanted. Your value as a human, you matter regardless of whether or not your parents want you or regardless of how other people see you. Our point in the pro-life movement is that every single person, no matter what you say or what your beliefs are, that you have value and that you matter. And it's not, your value doesn't stem from your wantedness, from somebody saying that you're wanted. Because your wantedness could change, ma'am. Your mother could want you one day, then not want you the other.
You know, whenever they're confronted with the truth, you know, and they have no logical defense, they instinctively resort to profanity. Have you ever noticed that, ladies and gentlemen? Personal attacks or emotional outbursts. Instead of addressing the facts or admitting to their deceptions, they attempt to deflect attention by reacting with anger, frustration, insults, hoping to intimidate or silence those who challenge them. That's not how you win an argument. And I feel sorry for these college kids. I feel sorry for them. It's crazy what is happening to society. It is absolutely crazy. Man.
I need to answer her question, because I think if I'm wrong about abortion, and if I die, I go to heaven and God's like, you've wasted your entire life. It didn't matter. Okay, would you like me to answer the question? It didn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, Kristan. You wasted your time. What have I done with my life's work? I've inconvenienced women. If you're wrong, you've left millions of people to die because of their size,
It's a
because of their
belief.
location.
Beliefs can't be right or wrong. So then
They absolutely are.
You're saying theoretically,
Beliefs can be right or wrong. There is a right and wrong. I think this is a regressive view. This is called a SOFR clamp. This is used in second trimester D&E abortions, when we know a child can feel pain. How do they end life in a second trimester abortion? I have the quotes in my binder here from the National Abortion Federation's website, which is online. You grab a limb, you twist, and you pull. This is a regressive, antiquated view of how we treat inconvenient human beings. Do you want to know how we kill children in the third trimester, which is legal? We use this needle, like similar in amniocentesis.
So sad, if you're getting an abortion in the third trimester, there's most likely a medical reason or a legitimate reason why you need it. So why do you care?
And in this reason, an abortionist uses ultrasound guide technology to identify the child in the womb, and they tried to get the digoxin inserted as close to the heart as possible to cause a cardiac arrest. Then she walks around for 2 days with a dead or dying child inside of her, and then she's given Lemuria seaweed sticks to ripen her uterus, and she delivers a dead child. This is a regressive view. This is a regressive view, to believe that this child must die in order for you to live your life as you see fit. You have a very regressive view, I'm sorry to say.
You know, it baffles me how shockingly rude this generation has become, ladies and gentlemen. The basic manners seem to be a thing of the past now. Simple courtesies like please, thank you, are practically non-existent, or even to be silent so that the other person that you're arguing with, they finish their sentence or whatever they're saying, then you can go on, especially when they're elderly. It's crazy. People talking over each other, these students, these girls, showing no respect at all. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Honestly, I find it downright disgusting. Yeah, literally. Because these are people who are in schools, colleges, high school, universities. This is where they're supposed to be developed, to be trained, to become better adults for the goodness of society. But what seemed to be the outcome is the opposite, totally the opposite. Man, that's sad, but hey, let's continue watching.
Would you get a vasectomy? Would you? Would you get a vasectomy?
Totally different.
Would you? Would you get one?
They don't need to get vasectomies because they're hopefully not having sex with women that are going to kill their children.
I'm asking. Would you get a vasectomy?
If you're a man, just make sure the woman you're having sex with won't kill your child if she conceives. It's very
Don't
simple.
have sex with me, I'd kill all the children.
There you go.
wouldn't
Sounds like a good date. That needs to be a question on Tinder.
Okay, I know, Jesse, I'm out.
I would never touch any of you either way.
Yes, because that justifies your extremist beliefs by insulting the way they look.
I never said that.
That's literally what you just said. I would never touch any of you
That's
anyway.
not what I said. I said that. I just mean the fact that they're pro-life is why I would never touch them.
Sorry, I'm gonna take a picture because my husband's like, why aren't you texting me back? I'm just gonna be like, current status.
You know, can you imagine being misguided and young as these kids, parroting what you've always been told and arguing, trying to bring to shame the other person? This is totally crazy. You know, I liked when Kristan said, you matter. You know, you matter. And it doesn't matter what your parents think. Probably, maybe, even if you were born accidentally or whatever, what anyone will say about it, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because everyone is unique, everyone is different, and everyone deserves to be alive. That's the point that I'm trying to make. If you have challenges, you can put the kid for adoption. There are a lot of people who need the kid. Put the kids for adoption. Not use abortion as a birth control measure. No, it's wrong, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't care which culture you're from. No, we can never justify something like that. And you've even noticed people are always complaining about abortions. Are people already born? Huh? It's somebody who's already living, but they're saying, let's promote abortion. That's crazy.
Whiteboard. Yes, whiteboard. Listen, if the pre-born human being isn't a human being, isn't alive, you don't need any justification for abortion. I literally don't give a shit. I don't care. But if the preborn human being is a member of our species and is alive, there's no justification. Oh, we can get that. We debated that earlier, but yes. But there's no justification that you can give to me that would say it's okay to kill a human being. There's no justification.
But I'm saying where you're going from there is saying that it's morally wrong, right? That's what you're implying, is that's morally wrong. I
say it's morally wrong to kill innocent humans, and our laws should reflect that.
And everyone who's pro-choice is going to challenge that by saying
yes, because they don't want to acknowledge the science, because this is the reality. Yeah. If you're pro-choice, and I'm not attacking anyone, but if you're pro-choice, you have to deny the humanity of the preborn child in order to justify the belief that abortion is okay. Why? Because changing your mind means that you may have to reconsider some of the decisions you've made in your life, and that is very hard. That is why when I'm on a campus and I'm engaged in this discussion, my intent isn't to walk away with every single mind change, because I know I'm not going to be able to change a lot of your minds. But my goal is to plant a seed of doubt, to plant a seed of truth, that later when you're reevaluating some decisions you're making, you may stop and consider, wait a minute, that is true. And sometimes the truth is really hard.
I was actually going to strengthen your argument, because I feel like the foster care system and killing an unborn child, how much does the child suffer between being in the womb and being outside the womb?
So your amount of suffering you will endure determines whether or not you should be killed. That's a slippery slope, because what if someone's in a coma and can't feel anything? They're not going to feel any suffering. Can I kill them? No, because we would say that's wrong. Call me crazy, but killing innocent people.
You know, the way that Kristan maintains such an unwavering sense of calm, even in the midst of all that confrontations, is truly astonishing. Yeah, it's truly astonishing. You know, it's as if she can shake off all that negativity with ease. You see? Yeah. I mean, we need more people like Kristan who would go out there and talk to the kids, doing what she's doing, these kind of movements. They are absolutely important, especially nowadays. And God bless her. May God bless her and continue using her, you know, because a lot of people cannot handle those annoying crowds the way that she does. Oh, don't get it twisted. A lot of people can't do what she does. So I am always astonished, and I regard her very highly. She's an amazing woman. Well, let's finish the video now.
Is always wrong.
Abortion is determining that I can no longer have a fetus in me because of my own circumstance.
What happens in an abortion?
So I must exterminate it. That's simple. Period. That's
What's it?
the fetus.
That's the best pro-life ad I've ever seen. I must exterminate it. That's a pretty sad statement. But if you want to talk about statistics, the latest Ohio abortion statistics that were just released last week, black women and black men make up 12% of the population in Ohio, and they make up 40% of abortions in Ohio. That's statistics.
My thing is, what's wrong? What's
Things
wrong
are
with
sad.
that?
That doesn't mean that
You're allowing them. I'm saying you're allowing them to.
You want to say that's okay? That 40% of women who seek abortions are black when black men and women only make up 12% of abortions?
So black women can pursue a career. They're taking an operation so they can pursue a career or live their lives to enhance their wealth. That's a
These
tool.
kids are so misinformed.
This is not.
I just gave you statistics. You just wanted statistics. I just gave
But it's how you perceive.
And you just acknowledged a pretty racist statement, and I'm letting you make that statement because
How is that?
I don't need to say anything further to that. She said I was only bringing up race at specific times. You said I wasn't bringing up statistics, so I brought up statistics and I brought up race. Bing, bing.
Abortion is a tool. Abortion is a tool that allows women, right, to pursue careers and live.
That is such a misogynistic statement, what you just said. It's a tool that allows women to pursue careers. Like, I'm not capable of being a mother without having an abortion.
No,
That's exactly what you just said. In fact, that's what the Supreme Court said in KCV Planned Parenthood. In KCV Planned Parenthood, the Supreme Court literally said women needed access to abortion in order to achieve their career goals and equal with men. That women have to have access to a special surgery that dismembers another human being in order to be equal to men. I fundamentally reject that because I can gestate, I can lactate, I can menstruate. You can't do those things, and I can still beat your ass on any SAT. Next question.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we live in a fallen world, one that is marred by sin, brokenness, and suffering. That's just the reality. That's just the reality. And the goodness of the matter is that God, through his boundless mercy, love, he sent Jesus Christ, his Son, to die for us, to die for the whole world. You see, that through his death and resurrection, we might have life and life eternal. So that's what the world needs. The world needs Jesus, because without him, everything goes haywire. Everything is lost. Everything turns into chaos. You see? Yeah, and I thank God for Kristan. And my greatest prayer is that wisdom continues to grow in our knowledge and understanding, and also spreading out through the colleges, the campuses all around the world, especially in America. And that's also the reason I share videos like this, so that people can get to discover the truth and lead a peaceable life for themselves. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to click on to the next. It's bye-bye for now.